I guess a lot to like about that performance in the end.
Yeah, frustrating when that one. I thought we were very good. I thought defensively and in attack, the energy of the side 3-game week I thought was excellent. We've created some golden chances today, and we've got to keep doing that because eventually you will score and they will go in. But we've got to do it. We've got to continue doing it, and we've got to take them because there's 2 or 3 chances today against this level of opposition that they're big chances in games like today.
Yeah, as you said, a little bit wasteful in the final third, but you have to be pleased with the quality and the quantity of the chances created against a side like Liverpool, I guess.
Well, the biggest thing is the way that we're creating chances because, we've now got a different view of that with Val coming in and, Maxwell giving us something different when he's on. I mean, he's not still properly fit yet. So, we get sharper and fitter. Val's working really hard and playing really hard and clever. You can see his cleverness and his hold-up play and his work ethic. There's a lot of good signs from these players. We've still got players to get fit as well. I mean, Barnsley shouldn't even really be out there. To be fair to him, he's coming on the pitch. He's only had a 45 and 60 minutes in months, but obviously we are stretched still. So a lot of good things, but unfortunately we get nothing for it. So, we've got to keep working though. We've got to keep playing like that against all opposition.
Yeah, you won't imagine you'll be too far away if you can carry on in that vein. Second half display against United and first half against Liverpool.
I've been pleased with the games for that. I thought Arsenal, we were very good for different reasons. The shape and energy of the side, and even down there, we created 3 or 4 great breakaways, which didn't capitalise on. The Watford game, a few chances got away from us, tight game. Man U, I thought we were excellent second half, and we've taken that into the performance today. We've got to continue doing that. That's the biggest message, really. I said to the players, fantastic work ethic, the shape. I thought some really good performances. Two midfield players I thought were terrific today, Josh Brown in particular. Effective in attack, resolute in defence, and a lot of energy to performance. We've got to keep building on that.
Yeah, there was a lot of bravery in that performance, a lot of ambition as well, wasn't there? Because I guess sometimes it can be quite easy to sit in and contain sides like Liverpool and try and nick one on the break, but you really went at it today.
Yeah, I think the fans help. I think the fans have been terrific. They're allowing the players a chance to breathe and play. They're supporting them without a doubt. And I think that's an important factor. The players are going out there with the belief they can go and play and be brave with the ball and be brave to go and affect the game. Even things like Dyche come on, I left him out. I think he needs a break from it, but he come on and whipped a couple of great balls in, looking more like, what we know he can do. There's a lot of good signs. Eric Peters was good again today. Connor continues to develop. The thing is keeping the belief and the maintaining the standards. I think that's going to be really important. Because there's the last little run of games from the Arsenal game. Before that, we stepped away from our performance levels, but from the Arsenal game, I think our performance levels have been right, and we've got to keep doing that and keep believing in what we're doing.
Yeah, you're obviously very big on framework. The shape and intensity today was brilliant, as it has been, as you say, in previous weeks as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a frustrating one over the season because it's a little bit of the same story. We're beginning to change it, I think, with our performance levels. We've got to change it quite obviously. Because once again, it's a good performance. We've created enough chances to certainly get something from the game, but we haven't got anything. So that's the killer thing that's got to change. I believe it will, because I believe the mix of the players and what they're performing is right at the moment.
The goal just before half-time kills it a little bit, doesn't it? A little bit disappointed in the marking on the corner.
Yeah, too deep. The line in front of the box were too deep, and we didn't step out quick enough to go and affect their header.
You mentioned Dwight. Just feel he benefited from being taken out the firing line for a little bit?
Yeah, there's no firing line. I think he's a tremendous player. I think it's just, give him a little break from it full stop. He's played virtually every game. I think actually, I think he has played every game since I put him in. Or certainly, I think he has. Well, you might know that better than me. I'm just trying to think. I don't think we've left him out. So he's played a lot of football, let's put it that way. So I just think it was time for him to come out a little bit. Get a window, get a breather. It might only be one game because I thought he came on and affected it. Whipped a couple of great crosses in and looked more direct, which is how he was when he first came in the side. And we spoke to him about that's what we want. We want him to be more direct, and he was when he came on.
Obviously, still waiting for that first goal, but if he keeps getting himself into those positions, it won't be far away, will it?
No, I thought he was excellent again. I think he's had a real impact on what we do. He gives us a bit more hold-up play and clever play, and also goes in and he's getting chances. So they'll come for him.
Yeah, superb with his feet for a big man, isn't he?
Oh, no, he can play. There's no two ways about it.
Injury a concern at all, or is it just a bit of a knock?
I'll wait and see. I've literally come out straight into here.
Brilliant. No, I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Alex James.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, here we go again.
Still problematic.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic.
I'm sorry. I've got an iPad on. I've got earphones in to try and solve it, so I do apologise. On Bout, obviously the injury isn't what we want to see. But how pleased have you been with his all-round play? And I guess the only thing he's perhaps missing is a goal in those first 3 games.
No, really pleased. It's not just his play; it's his all-round professionalism. The way he's come in, takes what he does very seriously, incredibly professional, looks after him, sets miles on the clock for the team, and his quality is quite obvious. So he will score goals. I'm absolutely convinced of that.
You mentioned about leaving Dwight out and just sort of needing a break. Did he offer what you wanted when he came on in terms of getting involved in the play and creating chances?
Well, we just want him to get back to being direct and enjoying his football. And I think he's taken a lot of weight on his shoulders now. You know, he's more experienced and the fans want more. And I spoke to him about that as part of his professional development. You know, when you come in and everyone's behind you because you're young and you're just playing. And then suddenly people go, well, hang on a minute, we've seen a lot of you. We want you to deliver now. And there's a bit more sort of thought around it and outside noise about it. And I spoke to him about it and said, that's part of your professional development. He spoke very well about how he was feeling about it. And I thought he came on with a real positive attitude towards it today.
Any chance of perhaps Charlie Taylor or anyone else being back for next week?
It's a maybe. Charlie, we're kind of in gently as it goes. Vince is making progress, but it's like I say, it's a maybe. Johan's making progress, so maybe. You know, we're still missing important players, and others are still getting properly fit. You know, Maxwell's not properly Premier League fit yet. He hasn't been more or less since he's been here, not truly. I think Wout is, but he's got a knock, so we'll see how that settles down. So, you know, we've got others finding that real true sharpness, but there's still some really good performances and there's a really strong mentality to last run of games. We've got to keep building on that.
I know you can only look after yourself in terms of results, but as you said, another positive performance, but no points to show. And then Newcastle go and win today and Everton win yesterday. Just, I guess, how frustrating is it that you can't quite close that gap to keep people within touching distance?
Well, as I've said all season, I believe in it. There's nothing I can do about others. We can only keep working on ourselves.
Thanks, Sean.
Cheers, Hank.
Thanks, Alex. David.
Sean, another performance is good, but the gap's now 7 points, you know, to safety. You know, it is a hard sort of balance that is used. The performances are good, yet the gap just seems to be getting bigger to safety.
It's irrelevant. It's the fact. So therefore, we've got to continue believing in what we do, but then we've got to add the details like I've been speaking about all season. That's been my biggest bugbear. Once again, we've played a very good side, but we've created some golden chances, not taken them. So that's the next step. It has to come, of course, and it has to come quickly. We know that. But equally, there has to be something to build on, and I believe there is. I think the performance levels the last four or so games have been very, very good. And again, very good against a top-class side today.
Thank you very much, everyone.